There's a certain type of game that's almost impossible to stop playing, and not because it gives you a never-ending checklist or because it locks progression behind endless grinding, but because every time you think you're finished, you accidentally give yourself another objective. You head out of the base and see one more creature, and you think, hey, what's that over there? And then you find a whole new biome, and then the biome has resources you've never seen before, and that unlocks new technology, and new technology makes your base more efficient, and the upgraded base lets you prepare for a fight you couldn't win before, and suddenly you're right back where you started, telling yourself, oh, I'll just do one more thing. That's the loop Palworld creates better than almost any game out there. And what's fascinating is not just that it's addictive, but why. Because underneath the survival mechanics is a game that's constantly changing what kind of game it wants to be. One minute it's rewarding your curiosity like an exploration game, the next it's scratching an itch as a creature collector, and then it turns into a factory builder, and then it's an RPG. And somehow, instead of feeling like a collection of unrelated ideas, every one of those systems makes the others even better. So how does Palworld manage to combine so many different styles of gameplay into one experience that appeals to such a wide variety of players? And why does it work so well? I think the first piece of the puzzle is exploration. There are plenty of open world games with large maps, but size alone doesn't make exploration interesting. The world has to give you a reason to keep wandering, and Palworld understands that. Almost every direction offers another question to answer. What's at the top of the mountain? What's inside the hidden cave? Can you even survive in that snowy biome yet? And what's that giant creature in the distance? You rarely travel somewhere and come away empty-handed. Maybe you discover a new fast travel point, a dungeon, a rare resource, a new biome, or a pal you've never encountered before. The world constantly rewards curiosity. For players who love exploration games, that simple desire to see what's over the next hill becomes enough to keep playing for hours. But exploration isn't the destination. It's how Palworld introduces you to everything else. Eventually, that exploration leads to one of Palworld's biggest strengths, the pals. You're not just catching pals to fill a collection, you're catching them because each one changes what you're capable of doing. Some become powerful combat companions, others become flying mounts, some generate electricity, some mine ore, some water crops, others transport materials around your base while you're away exploring. Every capture outside of your base expands the toolbox inside of your base. Instead of asking, do I have this pal, you're asking, what can this pal help me accomplish? And that simple shift makes every discovery exciting. Because a new pal isn't just another collectible, it could completely change how you approach the game. If you've ever enjoyed automation games like Satisfactory or Factorio, you'll probably recognize the feeling. In the beginning, you do everything yourself. You chop every tree, you mine every rock, you craft every weapon, you cook every meal. Your base exists because you're constantly keeping it running, and then slowly the work starts shifting. One pal starts to mine for you, another one waters crops, someone else eventually crafts the equipment, and then another transports the resources across your base. Eventually, your base becomes something that feels alive, and instead of spending all of your time gathering materials, you start asking the bigger questions. How can I make this more efficient? Which pal is better suited for this job? Should I redesign my base entirely? Can I double the production? The challenge shifts from doing the work to designing the systems that do it for you. And it's an entirely different kind of satisfaction, and it's the one that appeals to a completely different type of player. And here's where I think Palworld separates itself. Most games ask you to enjoy one core gameplay loop, but Palworld gives you several, and they do it very well. If you're tired of exploring, you can go improve your base. If you're tired of building, you can go hunt rare pals. If you're tired of collecting, you can challenge a difficult boss. And if you're tired of combat, pick a direction and just see what you can discover. Every activity feels different, but none of them feel disconnected, because every system feeds into every other system. Exploration finds stronger pals improve automation creates better equipment, and better equipment lets you explore farther. The further exploration uncovers even more pals, and instead of competing with one another, every mechanic reinforces the next. And I think that's why Palworld has connected with such a wide audience. Someone who loves exploration can spend hours simply wandering the world, and someone who enjoys creature collectors can focus on finding every pal. Automation fans, like myself, can optimize production lines for days. Builders can create beautiful bases, combat-focused players can chase stronger gear and tougher bosses. On paper, those sound like completely different games, but Palworld never treats them that way. It connects them into one continuous experience. No matter which activity you enjoy most, you're always making meaningful progress. That means you're free to play the game the way that you want without feeling like you're ignoring the right way to play. Very few games offer that kind of flexibility. And when people describe Palworld, they usually focus on one feature. It's a survival game, it's a creature collector, or it's an automation game. The truth of the matter is, it's all of those things. And I think that's exactly why it's becoming such an addictive experience. It borrows satisfying mechanics from a wide variety of genres, then connects them so naturally that moving from one activity to another never feels jarring. Instead, it feels like the next logical step in your adventure. Whether your favorite part is exploring, collecting, building, automating, or fighting, Palworld gives you a reason to keep going, and every one of those reasons makes the others even more rewarding. It's a difficult balance to achieve, and it's what makes Palworld feel like more than the sum of its parts. Maybe the real secret isn't that Palworld does any one thing better than every other game, it's that it does so many different things so well, and somehow turns them into one experience that's incredibly hard to put down. If you enjoyed this breakdown, let me know which part of Palworld keeps pulling you back. Is it the exploring, the building, the automation, hunt for rare pals, or something completely different? Thanks for watching, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.